Hello, hello. Yeah, it is a bit quiet here. It's kind of on me. I scheduled the stream and then I had to like temporarily take it off the schedule and then I put it back on. But I'm glad people are showing up and I'm seeing some new names here. I wouldn't say new faces, but I guess you're not faces, you're names. I wouldn't mind to see your faces if you have it on your picture, but you know, new names. Good to see you. Mechanical Pencil Man. Do you love mechanical pencils? Because I'm big mechanical pencil man. That is me. I am you. I am literally you. I always... oh, you know what? Let's switch over. I'll literally show you right now. Here we go. I was worried for a second that I haven't set up the camera or everything, but that's fine. Yeah, this is me. Mechanical pencil man. That is me. I always use this. It sort of goes with my personality as well. My personality is I'm extremely risk averse. So, for example, if I were to write in, let's say, a textbook with a pen, I'm like, what if I regret it? So I basically never do that. Whenever I can, I avoid, or I guess like, unless I have to, I avoid using a pen anywhere. So I use my mechanical pencil everywhere, and I have like I actually don't remember. I'll be honest, I haven't used stationery as much since I finished undergrad or school, or I don't know when actually. I've been using the same model since school, literally. I've been using this since I was like 13 or something. Not the same pencil, but the same model. And if I remember correctly, I'm using 3B, I think. I'm a 3B kind of guy. And I haven't bought any new pencils or the what do you call the thing you put inside? Actually, I don't know the term for it. I haven't bought any new ones since I finished uni. So, but yeah, whenever I have to write something, I stick to this as much as I can. And then sometimes I have to like write a Christmas card or something, so I use this one, and then I regret it. So that's why I try to avoid. Pilot Rec script, is it actually? Yeah, it is. It is actually. Wow, you actually know your stuff. I'm just an enjoyer. I'm not a connoisseur. I use it. I don't know stuff about it. And I can't really get this around here. I think I've never seen these models, the Pilot ones, around the UK. Whereas when I went to Sweden, for like a quick trip, I was with my partner in Denmark, in Copenhagen, and we were like, hey, let's pop over to Lund, where I once studied. I'm feeling nostalgic. I miss my university from a while ago. I was there for a year. I kind of miss it. It's only 40 minutes from Copenhagen. Let's head over. So we took the train over. I showed her my university town. I say my as if I own it, but you know, yeah, it was my university for a little bit. And then we went to the bookshop, and bam, they have like all the Pilot pens and pencils. And I was like, why do we not have this? Maybe we do have this, but I've yet to see it in this country. Anyway, so enough stationery talk. I'm sadly not a big stationery buff. I find the ones that I like and then I stick to them. That's kind of my thing. I don't claim to know more than I actually do. So yeah, you are. I love them. They are very big in Southeast Asia as well, not so much UK. Yeah, I mean it's from Japan, isn't it? So I mean I'm from East Asia, where we have a big stationery scene. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And happy Saturday, Mkachin. I can only read it in Polish. I don't know how else to read it. It's like, do you guys know, one of the words I hate most in the English language is eczema. I really loathe this word, eczema, not because of what it is. I mean, it is pretty bad. I'm glad I don't have it, I think. But I hate it because of how much it looks like Polish. Every time I see eczema, I want to say eczema. But it just isn't because of the CZ. Why does the CZ exist in the English language? Someone please tell me why. I have no idea why that's the thing. Should I just Google it? I could just Google it. Today is a pretty relaxed stream. I haven't got anything planned, so I'm just sort of just chatting and seeing what comes up. So we can go for a more relaxed kind of rabbit hole. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Hold on, 1 second. That's my Anki. I'm not trying to show my Anki. I'm trying to go to Wiktionary. Where is Wiktionary? Ah. Why is it saying it's not responding? I'm scared. Please don't have problems. Anki's still here. Clear off Anki. I might do some Anki later if I feel like it. If you guys feel like it, more importantly. I do Anki every day anyway. So if you want to watch me do Anki, I can do some as well. Hey there, Theo English. Wow, lots of new people here. Welcome to the stream. I'm just looking up the etymology of eczema because I really hate this word because it looks like Polish, but isn't. So let's see why. Why is it spelled like this? Learned borrowing from Latin, from ancient Greek. Yeah, okay. So it actually is just a KZ combination. It's just that KZ is very weird in English. That's why they spelt it with a CZ. No, they spelled it with CZ because of Latin. Latin doesn't use the K. And then it looks like Polish. Is there any other word that has the CZ in it? I think that's the only word, right, in English? Yeah, that's why. Every time I see him, like, that is a gemma. I cannot unsee the ch. Anyway. Oi, vocês acham que vocês são realmente fluentes em línguas estrangeiras? Meu vocabulário todo dia aparece insuficiente antes de anos e anos. I sort of got I could guess what that means. Let me guess what it means. Okay, so do you think that you are really fluent in foreign languages? My everyday vocabulary appears insufficient before. No. What, before years, after years and years? I'm guessing. Is it? So basically, you're saying you learn for years, but then you still feel like your vocabulary is not is insufficient. Is that what you're saying? I mean, I feel pretty fluent in English. That's all I'm gonna say. Do you speak Portuguese? No, I can read it though. I can read it reasonably well. I was in Portugal last month. It is technically still last month, and I every time I'm in a different country, I try to read everything around me. And obviously it is a Romance language, so I can mostly guess my way through it. And after I see something for a certain number of times, I can just sort of I can guess what the word means. Like, são. I mean, I don't know what são is, but I can guess it's probably a verb to be from the position of the word in the sentence. Vocês são realmente fluente. And also it sounds like sono in Italian, or son, French, yeah. I can guess my way around. As for the pronunciation, I mean, I practice a lot, so I can kind of read things, not perfectly, but I got the vibe. I'll be honest, I really like how Portuguese sounds. That's for an upcoming video if I actually get around to making that video. But there is something planned related to the trip in Portugal. I always try to film something when I'm going on a trip because. I mean, to put it bluntly, I'm just very lazy and I don't feel motivated to make stuff when I'm home. Like, you don't see me doing lots of those, like, sit in front of the camera and talk to the camera kind of video. And that is mainly because I have zero motivation when I'm just here. But, like, when I'm on a trip, any trip, like in the country or abroad, I'm like, okay, I'm only here for a couple of days. I won't be here again for a while, so it is the opportunity. I have to do it if I want to seize the opportunity. So I immediately like plan something, I come up with a new idea, and then I film it. And then I wait like 3-4 months before I actually edit the video. But it is what it is. But that is why so many of my videos are abroad. It's not because I am on trips all the time. People do think that I travel all the time. I just realized that is probably why they got the impression. Everyone says, Israel, why are you always traveling? And I'm like, I actually am not. It's just, I always film when I travel. So all my videos are somewhere other than home. Probably why. Let me see. I mean, in terms of my past few videos, not live. There's the one about the rivers that was during a road trip in the UK. The Dutch one, obviously that was in the Netherlands. The one where I called out the company, that's the exception because I felt the need to see. I was motivated by other things. I was motivated by the fact that I wanted to spread the word and tell people about this issue. I should have just put this on. Hold on, I'll put this on the screen for you guys. Yeah, so that was on a trip. That was because I had to like tell someone. Right? I wanted to get people talking about it. And then this one, I was on a trip. I mean, it's a local trip, but still a trip. On a trip. On a trip. On a trip. This one was the last video that I actually filmed of my own volition in my house. That's insane. Oh, I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at this. I have things planned. Like I have an idea what I want to do next. I think my next video is probably gonna be the one where I did the life in the UK test in Cardiff. That's a vlog. That's on a trip. But then the next one, I think it's gonna be that's gonna be a home video. Finally. That is so weird. But yeah, it is what it is. I have a lot of things to go through, and I even have stuff planned that I've yet to film, and I'm behind on everything. If I wanted to, I could probably make a video a week, but I find it too intense to do that like so often. It could lead to burnout pretty easily. I don't know how Evan Edinger does it. It's mad. He is just a madman for posting every week, and especially posting videos of such high quality. So who else is here? Like, is there anyone that I know from before? Because I mean, Kachin, Mechanical Pencil Man, Theo English. What's your deal? Do you like teach English? Should I check out what you guys are doing? Or is it just your name? Could be just a name. I forget that people can have English as a name, and also Ireland. Yeah. But yeah, today as I said, is a pretty relaxed chat. So I will be doing various things over the course of the stream. I don't have like one big thing planned like I usually do, like a game or a study session. I do have the study stuff out as well, actually. It depends on what people are feeling like. Quality over quantity. I try to make mine high quality, but it's not always up to me. I mean, no, it's I sound like someone else is controlling my quality, but it's more like the quality that I perceive is not the same as the quality that the algorithm perceives. Like, I think my videos are high quality. At least I try to make them really good as I can. Save for the color grading, because I really suck at that. But then what it does out there is a completely different story. So that is fine. That's the thing. Like, you just have to do your best. But I know lots of creators that have quality and quantity, and I'm really impressed by them. As I said, Evan Edinger, he makes consistently really informative and beautiful videos every single week, and I'm like, how do you do that? He's probably full time. So yeah, I'm prepping for my PhD Viva. As I said last week, I did on my last stream I had a mock Viva. So for those who are not caught up, what that means is I've done my PhD research, I've written everything down in a nice little book, I've submitted it, and then next Friday, so in 6 days from now, I will be answering very difficult questions in front of some people that I don't know very well. The past Tuesday I had a mock Viva where I did the same thing with my own supervisors, and they gave me some tips on how to respond better, how to respond concisely, or deflect questions if necessary, or redirect them into something I'm better at. And before that, I did a mock with you guys where I asked, I presented my PhD to chat, and then you asked me some questions. Not as challenging as they would be in the real thing, but it was fun. It was fun trying to go through everything that is in my research, because it's a good refresher. But because of that, this thing, in theory, I could probably dedicate some time to making the next video, but it's like I'm in the mental state. I'm like mentally preparing for that final big boss. So whenever I do something else, I'm like, oh shit, oh no, I can't be doing this. I have to study and all that. Yeah, so it's funny because I used to say in my CVs and things that I'm good at multitasking, but I suppose I'm just not very good. I do one thing at a time really well. But to be fair, I do think that most people who say they're good at multitasking may be lying. What do you think? Well, do you agree with me, chat? Do you think most people who say they're good at multitasking are lying? Let me know. I'm actually also waiting for something else. You'll see if it actually manages to arrive. Yeah, it's probably not happening anytime soon. Do you guys have this problem? Because I often shop from Amazon. I'm guilty. But once in a while I buy from somewhere else, and then they have like this DPD guy bringing me the parcel. It says it's gonna arrive between 2 and 3. It is now 7 o'clock. And the thing is, the guy is nowhere to be seen. He has been hovering in the area for like the past 5 hours, according to the map anyway. And then for a brief half an hour or so, the tracker just completely went down. Like the website said, oh, sorry, error, we can't find the page. I was panicking. I was like, okay, what's going to happen? Is this going to just disappear? And then it showed back up on the tracker. He's still miles away, and I have no idea how long that's going to take. What is happening? Our driver is running a little behind. It's been 4 hours. Is this normal? They gave me a time slot. That means in theory I should be home during that time slot and I should be golden, but it is like 4 hours after the time slot. I don't know what to think. Hello, Jackie. Oh, whoa, a member. Hello. We don't see that often, other than Kamil. Welcome to the stream. Depends on what task you're working on. Simple stuff, yes, one should be able to. I guess, yeah. But like when people say I'm good at multitasking, I imagine they're saying probably like, oh, I'm thinking about writing this report on the one hand, and on the other hand, I'm also like, I don't know, like looking at some spreadsheets or whatever, and then I don't think it is very viable. At least maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm bad at multitasking. But I when I start doing one thing, I'm in the zone. Like I was transcribing my podcast earlier today. I get in the zone, I get in the flow state, and then bam, 1 hour has gone. And it's usually pretty productive. But it's just that I feel bad because then I'm completely offline and I don't reply to anything that other people text me. Just good at switching between things quickly. Maybe that's what it means. But at the same time, I mean, when you think about multitasking in a computer context, that is also what it means. Because the CPU is never doing two things at the same time. It is doing one thing at a time. It just switches many, many times in a second. So I guess that is also what multitasking is inherently, right? Depends on the brain chemistry at times. I can watch TV or listen to your stream and work at the same time, but not music with lyrics. Oh, are you like me? Wait, hold on. What do you mean? So when you listen to music with lyrics, you can't do other things at the same time. Is that what you're saying? Because with me, I can't listen to music and do other things at the same time. Because I'm a musician. If you guys are not caught up with that basic fact about yours truly, I'm a musician. I'm highly trained. I have a highly trained musical mind. I'm a composer, and what that means is, my attention is easily drawn towards music. Like even when I'm not trying, when I listen to some music, when I hear some music, I already know what chords they are or what's going on in music. So whenever I'm listening to music, I just can't prioritize anything else over it. So every time someone else says, I enjoy listening to music while working, I'm like, I can't. Especially when people are like, oh, classical music is great for listening while working. That is even worse for me because classical music, I mean, it's a very wide genre. It's not one genre, but for lack of a better word, classical music is more musically complex in many ways, at least in the ways that I'm drawn to. So I'm constantly like, it takes precedence over everything else. Whereas if I listen to music with lyrics, like especially like pop, metal, that kind of stuff, in general, there's less complexity in it, like harmonically speaking, for example. So it is actually easier for me to do other stuff while I'm listening, even though it's still bad. So I never do it. Whereas I sometimes put streams in the background as well. Yeah. I'm bad at catching live streams. I'm good at watching streams, VODs of streams. So I just put them on. I mean, there's no interaction between me because it's in the past. Like, but then I just do something else while I'm at it. Yeah. That's why I listen to lots of podcasts, because they don't cut into my attention as much for some reason. Even though, I mean, it is language which has content, it should take my attention. Music with lyrics is too distracting, but TV video sounds can be background noise. Interesting. I've always wondered if I have any level of ADHD. I think probably not, but you never know. At least it hasn't impeded me in ways that I am aware of. I mean, one of my best friends is a psychiatrist, so I could just ask him, "Oh, do you think I have any symptoms of ADHD or something along those lines?" I get lost in classical to think about the movements and harmonies instead of my work. There you go. That's what it is. Are you like musically trained as well, or is it just you enjoy the music? I can listen to Barbastre. Who is Barbastre? I did not know this guy. Oh my god, Baroque. Whoa, I didn't know this guy. Interesting. I learned something new about 1700s, 18th century French music. Might have accidentally revealed my some areas of my ignorance there. I did have a problem with my mock Viva where my mock examiners asked, "Oh, okay, so you do this thing where you use existing musical materials to create new stuff. Do you know anyone else who's done that?" So I started listing like Beethoven, Schumann, who have used their own materials in their music, and they're like, "Oh, do you know more contemporary examples?" And I'm like, "Shit, that is my weakness. Like, I'm much better than I used to be. I used to completely freak out when I'm asked to name any living composer or contemporary composer. Now I'm a bit better after a few years of research, but still, I'm not as good as I should be." And then they started listing composers that quote other composer. I'm like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about using my own materials, recycling my own materials in my musical composition. That is not what you're talking about, but that's fine. We'll talk about that some other day. Hello, how are we doing this evening? Yeah, I haven't even asked. How are we doing? I am here with a cup of coffee because I need it this evening in particular. It has been a rough couple of nights of sleep. I can tell the story. I mean, first of all, on Thursday, okay, so first of all, on Friday, yesterday was my partner's birthday, and we're in long distance relationships, so like we didn't celebrate physically together, but that also means that I felt like I needed to do something. So what I did was, on Thursday, I went and baked a cake for the very first time, and that was mad. I mean, it's weird. It's actually not that complex, but it's just I've never done it before. So, but I have some materials at home anyway. I have like baking powder and flour and stuff because I've made scones and things before. But I can show you guys. This is it's literally just a chatting stream. I'm talking about completely random things. But yeah, so this was the outcome of my very first cake ever. Of course, there's no icing on top of it because I didn't have any. I barely had the stuff to make this thingy work. Like, I was out that evening at until 11. I was planning to get some vanilla extract before that, but then I ran out of time, so I was busy till 11, and I was like, shit, I have to buy this thing before I get home so that I can bake before I go to bed. And then everything was closed. All the supermarkets were closed. I tried going to some corner shops and asked if they had any like vanilla extract. No. So thank God on my way home there was one Tesco near the university that was open till midnight, so I actually managed to make it before I went to bed. But yeah, that was my first experience. I did that at night. I always do these things at night. Like I made scones at night as well. LDRs can be tough. What's an LDR? I'm doing some Chinese Anki while listening to stream. I could be doing Anki with you. I have Anki open. I was setting up Anki as well because I mentioned like I switched my OS a few weeks back and I just hadn't had Anki set up quite yet. I just did that. I can use it now. You need some decoration? I don't know, man. It's my first time. My goal is to not die from food poisoning, mate. So I think it worked. I think it worked. I'm alive, and I virtually presented it to my partner. So that was the goal. But yeah, I maybe at some point in the future I'll do that again. I'm more inclined towards a scone because they were so good, and they've got honey on top of it. You should try. Oh, long distance relationship. Yeah, okay. LDR. You should try lemon drizzle. It's really easy. Oh, wait. Oh, the name is that the type of cake? Right. I've seen that in Costa. I should know that. I didn't. Maybe I'll do that. I mean, I've made banana bread, and then that is practically a kind of cake. That's more than it is bread, right? So, I guess that works too. But yeah, that was a vanilla cake. It was like literally the easiest, the simplest recipe I found on the internet. It was an American, so I was like, damn it, I can't read in cups. So I was like, Google Gemini, change that to human readable, normal person units for me, please. Please give me like grams and milliliters, not like cups that don't exist anywhere out of that one country. Haven't tried baking in a while. No, me neither. It's a typical thing. I make banana bread when I have bananas that have gone bad. I recommend Balbastre la Boulogne to start with. That is if you're interested. I will be interested, but I won't be playing that on stream because that will probably get copyrighted. Copyright struck. Copyright striked? Is it striked or struck? Copyright. I don't know. Anyway, so I did that. And then that was while my partner was asleep. Because, I mean, what was the point anyway? And then I started watching the election. I don't know how many of you are in the UK, not to mention in the northwest of England. I live just outside of the constituency that just had a by-election. So I didn't get to vote, but like it felt very pertinent to me because I'm literally physically so close to it. So I was watching that. I was like, I probably don't have to watch that. I can just go to bed and then wake up and look at the results. And then I couldn't. I stayed up till like 5 because they said they would have the results by 3 o'clock, and I'm like, I normally sleep at 3. I'm fine. And then no, they announced the winner at 5 o'clock. So hence the bad night of sleep that I was talking about. One of my friends sent me a recipe for banana bread and it turned out really well. Nobody has ever sent me recipes. I just look them up online. Usually BBC, good food, or whatever comes up. Imagine if I just asked AI for a recipe. That could be fatal. But no. I've covered a few times on my streams. I'm extremely suspicious. Like even after I simply asked Gemini to convert the units, I was like, I'm gonna fact check that. So I opened up the original recipe side by side and just made sure the steps were the same. And then I also looked up another conversion table of what 1 cup of this means. And then I had like a rough estimate. Oh, okay, so if this is 1 cup, that half a cup should be half of that. So I checked everything because I just don't trust the thing. Like, what if it hallucinates twice as much sugar? I'll be dying of sweetness. So I'm glad everything turned out okay. But that's what happens when you're lazy, but at the same time you also don't trust large language models. You end up doing the work yourself anyway. I mean, same for everything else that I've used. Say iPhone, like, oh, I can probably save some time having it do that for me, and then I end up doing it on my own anyway. You also stayed up Mechanical Pencil Man? Yeah. Oh, at least I'm not alone. Most of my friends woke up at 4 to look at the results. I'm the opposite. I stayed up because I'm a night owl anyway. And then the next day, okay, so I had to wake up the next day, like wake up at a normal one. Normal is very subjective. Wake up at a wake up before noon. Let's see. I had to wake up before noon because I promised to go to a friend's concert. So I went there, and then I had to bail because what happened was my phone literally just went off. It didn't go off. Like I was on Instagram, as I always am, in a text chat, and then it randomly froze, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I can like force restart it, which I've done many times before. So I did that, and it just wouldn't start again. It just flashes various lights and different things, and then it's just dead, completely unpredictably. I talked about this with someone yesterday, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, I've had a phone stolen," and I realized this is exactly the same as having my phone stolen from me. Even though I physically still have the phone, it is practically the same as a theft, and it's just really sad. Like, I don't think I've lost that much data or anything. It just feels like it's like a friend of mine died in a way, and then I can still feel its presence. I mean, it is on my desk, and then once in a while I would reach for it and then press the power button because I'm just purely out of habit, and it's not responding, and I realize, oh wait, yeah, it is dead. And then I'm using this one, which is the phone that I had before that. Thank God I kept it. I always keep. See, as I said in the beginning of the stream, I'm very risk averse. So if I can keep a working phone as a spare, I will do it, and I did. And now it is very helpful that I have this. This thing is probably 7 years old or more. So I'm using this now. But the weird thing is, like, when it's on my desk, I look around and then I just don't see it in my peripheral vision because, I mean, I've used this as my second phone for a while. Like, I use this for my live stream in Cardiff, in real life stream. And it hasn't been my main phone for a while, so my brain is very used to ignoring it when it sees it. So it's like, oh wait, where's my phone? I don't see anything. Oh wait, this is my phone now. At least temporarily. I'm checking my DPD. Why has the guy not moved for the past hour? That is mad. What is happening? Is he ever gonna come tonight? Or is he finished for the day? I don't understand. I would show you the screen, but then I docked myself, so maybe not. Should be with you shortly. I don't know what now. Okay, so this pretty much brings us to what this is that I'm waiting for. That is my new phone. The plan was I could like unbox it and set it up with you guys. That was perfectly planned. The accessories arrived on time. I wouldn't count on it. Oh, fuck it. Fucking hell. So that is not happening. Learn about your driver. delivered with care, went the extra mile. He did not go that extra mile. He was like a mile away from me, and that is 1 mile that he won't go. But like, I've never had this bad with DPD. What is happening? It's always been okay. It's usually the other ones that are problematic. Probably he'll come again on Monday. Oh shit, yeah, tomorrow's Sunday, isn't it? Oh my god, I'm so glad I have this now. Or I would be phoneless for an entire weekend. That is mad. But why is it happening though? And to be fair, like I was expecting it on Sunday anyway, because I initially when I was phone shopping, it said, "Oh, arriving on Saturday," and I was like, "Okay, cool, I can get it tomorrow." And then I hesitated on actually placing the order. And then when I placed it, it said arriving on Sunday. So I was like, shit, okay. I'm just because of that 1 extra hour, I'm getting it a day later. But then when I actually did pay for it, it said, oh, arriving on Saturday. So it should be. I'm prepared for the worst. Okay, I'm prepared for the worst. But it's kind of just stupid that I set up the stream saying that, oh, come and unbox things with me, and then it's not happening. Sometimes they do deliver them on Sunday. I think, judging by the fact that the shop did say it was going to arrive on Sunday, I would assume that they know that the delivery service runs on Sunday. You know what I mean? Like, if they knew that the DPD wouldn't deliver on Sundays, then they would not have said arriving on Sunday, right? Depends on the company. Has anyone seen the ChatGPT ad where some guy asks how to use a Goju Chang's chocolate cookies? Did it hallucinate something? I'm sure it's the thing that the way to trick AI is like ask a question that has, what do you call that? It's a leading question. Ask a leading question. Ask a question that has a presupposition that is completely outlandish, and then it will run with it. Can I get a new battery? I don't think the battery's dead. Maybe I could ask them. I don't think it's a battery. I suspect something has shorted in the motherboard or something. You can probably restore the data when you transfer it to a new phone. It's dead. I'm not restoring anything from it. It's I'm not turning it on. But yeah, I've asked someone for a quote if like they could open it up. The thing with phones nowadays, you can't open them up on your own. Like, I've opened up my Nintendo Switch and did something. I fixed some stuff using parts I got from Amazon. That went perfectly fine. I've got tools. I just don't have the stuff that I would need to open up a phone that is not meant to be opened up. I think this one's the same as well. It doesn't open. So I think you need to like get some heating tool to like melt some glue on the sides, and then you like stick something in the gap to release it, and then you run the risk of breaking some ribbon cables and everything. Yeah, I kind of know how it works. I've done something similar before. I just know that I'm not able to do it. That happened to me before. They try to deliver on a day and then they run out of time. I don't know how they could be like 4 hours late. Like, what happened? What the hell happened? And why does the tracking not say anything about it? At least tell me it is not happening today. Like, be honest. I foreseeing the worst case scenario would be like, bro just doesn't come and then lies that he has tried to deliver. I feel like that is very possible, because that has happened to me before. It has happened once in a very crucial situation. You always pick up for the expensive items? Could I have done that? I haven't looked into it, but that makes sense. Collect from pickup point. Can I ask for it now? It will be available from the 2nd, from Monday. So maybe not. I think I'd rather have him try to deliver again tomorrow. I think that would be the better option. I'm so bummed out, guys. This is the one good thing that's going to come out of this weekend after shit went down, and then it is not happening. kind of rare. So if someone that takes it apart in a phone shop, they should still be able to get the data into your new phone. Yeah, maybe. I'm thinking if it's worth it. Is it? I can't tell anymore. It's not like I've stuff that I can never recover. Most of my stuff is properly synced as well. Like I have lots of photos that are automatically backed up. The backups are compressed, so I would be losing the originals, but it's not like I'm losing a lot. I always go to my phone provider phone shop and they always sort it out even if it's not perfect. What do you mean? What did really? Don't say that. It'll get better eventually. I still, you know what? I still kind of feel like doing some unboxing with you guys. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow if it actually happens. There's no law saying I can't do 2 streams on one weekend. You know, it's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is, now that is probably not happening, I'm gonna do some language learning, as I always do. But I'm not feeling like doing some hardcore learning today. See, the thing is, I have been picking up my hardcore language learning lately, but by that I mean like reading grammars and shit. I I decided that it's not very engaging for a stream. Like I could do my Anki. I could show you my mnemonics on Anki. They're really cursed, and also most of you won't understand what they are because they are very multilingual. And also, you know, I'll just give you a little. I'll give you guys a little language learning update here, because rather than making a video saying, "Oh, spring 2026 language learning update," which I used to do, as I said earlier in the stream, I don't really do these home videos as much. I basically only post travel videos now. But I mean, I used to do lots of these, like, oh, spring 2026 language learning update. I could do that right now. So you guys know that I've been learning some Uyghur on stream. In the first couple of months, I literally only studied on stream, so I didn't do any off stream study. I wanted to show you guys every step of the process. That was the idea. And then I realized that wasn't working because I wasn't investing in enough time into it for it to actually be effective learning. So I started doing some Anki flashcards. Let me show you guys my Anki. I will take hold on, put this back on. And then take this away. As I said, I just set this up on my new OS, thank God. I have so many things on here now, like, lol, I don't even do these anymore. Like, oh my goodness, I made these cards like years and years ago. I didn't make these cards, I just downloaded them, and I think I said it on a stream, in a stream clip as well, that it is an amazing deck because it has everything I want it to have. What is this? I don't know what this is. And my Anki is in Polish because it is. My entire computer is in Polish. So I have been going through this. I've been going through 20 new cards a day, and whatever cards it's serving up. What it does is, we've got the word, Iniklimak, I think that means explain. And always play it, clarify, close enough. So then it one depends on how lazy I'm feeling. Sometimes I read through this and play it as well, but then sometimes I don't. Men bu ish bu ishnik, what? Ishning men bu ishning rast yalranlıkını enaklap bakalay. Yeah. I'm much faster at reading the script now. I'm still very slow, but I'm much faster than I used to be, which I'm proud of. Anyway, so I read through this and then I play it. I often don't play this because it's way too fast and there's not much point.
Ben bu işten Russiyalıqını elaqlapaqay.
Yeah, it is really fast. I skip all the sounds. I guess it is how people talk, but it is crazy. And then I have my mnemonic here. I basically almost always make a mnemonic. I used to put them here and then realize, oh wait, when I get the reverse cards, which I will talk about later, this ends up on the front of the card, so that takes away all the testing elements. So like I had to like go through each card and move the mnemonic from here. Is that for me? Is that for me? Okay, guys, it might be actually be it. Hold on. Okay, who said don't count on it? Who said don't count on it? I didn't count on it, but I could have counted on it. It is actually, wow. It is actually happening. We'll go to that afterwards. Let me finish this bit about the flashcards first. Surprise! Yes, it happened. It is here. I've got so much stuff here now. What was I saying? I was sorry. I literally ran down my stairs because I was like, I can't miss this. I can't miss this. So I had to like, speed down it so to make sure he doesn't go away. So let me check chat. How long have you been learning? I mean, you can basically trace the start of my learning on this channel because, as I said, the first couple of months I only learned on stream. So I was only using that textbook, and then afterwards, I started using the flashcards maybe like towards the end of the year. So you can watch how I started. The thing is, I'm kind of losing some motivation now because my Uyghur friends are not responding to my texts. I'm like, what is happening? Maybe they're busy. Maybe they just don't want to like talk to me. Unboxing time. We do that afterwards. I have to finish this one thing now because I started it. So I was also I was still So where was I? I was saying how I use it. Yeah. So recently I started getting these reverse cards. I don't know how it works. I'm no Anki expert, so I have no idea how the system works. I know lots of people who know it inside out. They can like make lots of different cards. They can use crazy scheduling functions. I have no idea. I just click. Maybe someone can enlighten me. Maybe if let's say, I don't know, Christopher sees it in the future, he can enlighten me. But the point is, what was the point I'm making? Yeah, so I started getting reverse cards of cards that I have already learned, which I guess it must have been planned by someone. Is it default behavior? Again, I don't know, but it is really helpful. So what happens? I can't show you a reverse card right now because, I mean that's I can. Turns out I can. It is right there. So that works out. So relative, comparative, half, semi, the middle, the midpoint. I think. So my mnemonic was like Wyspiarski, which means like an island, adjective, islandish, in Polish, and the Uyghur word is nispi. So nispi. Yep.
Nispi.
I can't hear it. Nispi. If I'm doing this wrong, someone please do tell me, because like I don't know how to use these. This is again hard, good, easy. So I click hard if it's completely new to me, or I like literally I feel like I don't remember anything. Not my default is good, and then sorry, I click again when it's really hard. And my default it's good. Maybe some people default to easy. I can't tell. If it's really easy, I go for easy. Also sometimes I choose one based on how important the word is. Like if the word is one that I will probably rarely use, I'm more lenient on myself. So tele, that's a new word.
Tele.
Oh, tele meaning chance. Look, tele. What would be a good mnemonic? I feel like I'm pressured now because I'm doing this on live. I'm taking teleology. But okay, so teleology. How can I integrate that into the mnemonic? Chance. So, I have the chance. No, I'm lucky to reach the goal. There we go. Sorry, do you guys know what teleology is? I don't even know. How do I explain teleology? It's like this, the study of purpose. I just know it from like musicology. So like basically the purpose. So like I'm lucky that I can go. I don't know. Sometimes I make one and then I'm not happy with it and I change it. Cheklime. Yeah, I had a previous mnemonic for this root. I had a different word from the same root with a check root, and it means limited. So cheklime would be the limit. Yeah. There's no telling if you get a chance. I think that's a good point. So when I make a mnemonic, sometimes like you can put it in a sentence, but then the sentence doesn't have anything very specific to do with the hint word or the word that you're trying to learn. So you end up you have to remember the exact sentence that you make. Whereas when I make a mnemonic, I try to use tools that sort of work, even if you don't phrase it that exact way. Why do I sound Swedish? Exact way. So like there's no telling. This is a very specific phrasing. I try to avoid that because from my experience, I find it harder to remember that kind of memory aids, if you know what I mean. Whereas, for example, cheklime, I remember check as like limits. I mean, my initial mnemonic has something to do with, I don't know, like what like bad economy or something in the Czech Republic, and then I realized this probably it's a very polyglot thing to say. My mnemonic is just the granic, because like if I remember correctly, the German word for border, like Grenze, die Grenze, comes from Czech. And that fact that the German word came from Czech is my mnemonic. So it works no matter how I phrase it. Let me check. No pun intended. Inherited from Middle High German, borrowed from Old Polish. Oh, it's from Old Polish. Close enough. I mean, Old Polish is basically Czech. So yeah, there it is. Can you check that for me? Again, no pun intended. Michelle, what is like a border or a boundary in Czech? Is it something like Grenze? Need to choose something that works for you. Yeah, I guess it is what works for me, and that's what's most important, right? Like I've made some mnemonics that don't really work for me specifically. They work in theory, but I just don't. I can't make the connection. I was actually talking about this to my language coachee yesterday. Is that even a word? So there's someone who's like doing some language coaching with me, as in like we discuss how they are learning the languages, what's working, what's not working. I sort of analyze what is what's wrong, or like what they're doing without realizing, that kind of stuff. Okay, so we were discussing and we talked about these mnemonic things, and then what I said was eventually I get to a point where it just feels like it means this. Like initially, there is the middleman, like the one that I just said, the Grenze and all that, and then eventually it was like, oh yeah, oh it feels like it means that. That's a middle stage, and then the final stage, it's I just instinctively connect the word to the meaning, and sometimes it happens so that when I see a new word, it just feels right that it means something, and I'm like, oh, probably that's because there is a similar word in a different language that I know. I just can't put my finger on it because I've forgotten so many languages, but it feels like it should mean that, and it does. So it happens, and it's happened here as well, because Uyghur has a bunch of Russian words like zawód, and I know the word zawód in Polish, and so it just works out. And initially I was like, oh, it sounds like that. It could be a coincidence. No, it's not a coincidence. It's actually the same word. So like Polish granica, yeah, it's granica. Yeah. Yeah, I mean the H, your H is the G. So yeah, so literally. Apparently I was wrong. The German does not come from the Czech, but the fact that my head canon says the German comes from a Czech is the way I'm remembering this word. And oh, it's not. it is just a memory aid. Come on, tele. No, we have that already. So it's lock. Bikemak. Notice. So you're about to see my mnemonic for this. It is crazy, and it's very personal to me. It's because I watch a lot of Not Just Bikes, and then from Not Just Bikes, I learned to notice a lot of little things about urban design. So, when I see Bikemak, I'm like, oh, okay. So bike, and then I notice lots of little things in cities. That's the mnemonic. This one is pretty new, so I'm not sure if it's going to work for the long term, but it might. Even though it's wrong, yeah. I mean, I've already said two things that are wrong, and it's fine because the point is they help me remember. And you know what? When it's wrong, it's even better. Have I talked about this? You learn better when you make mistakes in general, right? If you say something in a foreign language and it is wrong, especially if you get embarrassed, bam, you're never forgetting that word. Just like I'm not sure if I told that story. I probably have told it to many people, but it has happened that the first time I tried to speak Japanese to someone in Japan, I made a complete ass of myself, and I will never forget that word. And also the second time, I also made a fool of myself. I will also not forget that word. And the fact that I just showed on live that I have got two facts wrong. The fact that the German word Grenze comes from Czech, and also, I mean, I didn't take that as fact, but I present that. It was just a sentence I was using. I was saying the Czech economy is limited by, I don't know. Actually, no, there's an even better one. You're landlocked. It's a landlocked country, hence limited. Bam, new one. I don't even need this one. I just have it. I just have a third mnemonic now. So I mean, the fact that I said two things that are wrong are going to help me remember even better. I'm never forgetting this route. But yeah, it's landlocked, right? I mean, it's not the only landlocked country, but it is. At school, we were always told the silliest mnemonics worked. Yeah, exactly. And on Rhapsody in Lingo, this channel, I always say that silly and also like taboo, violent, things like that. Things that you should not be thinking about, they work the best. You have no oceans of sea. There you go. I could have used that if I had come up with that earlier. Oh yeah, didn't miss anything. So I was giving you my language learning update. So second part of that update is, let me put the window back on. Oh, hold on. I should show you this. I found something else that, let's see if I can Where is it? Where is the file? This one. No, not this one. Where is... Wait, give me 1 second. I can't find the file. I should have done that earlier, but you know what? Yeah, there we go. Okay. I didn't find it. Oh, oops. That's not meant to be on top of me. Go back. Go all the way back. Go back. Go back. Bam. Okay. No, and take away the Anki. Yeah, so this is a grammar book. I realize that I actually have to look into the grammar now, because so I've been going through the flashcards, and the flashcards have example sentences in them, and I realize there's lots of things that I just don't understand. Like there's example sentences, they use this crazy grammar to express like intention or aspect. And I was like, what the hell's going on? Why are there so many weird things that I don't understand? Like I know I understand Turkish grammar, but I didn't understand this. I thought I would be able to guess my way through it, and I couldn't. So I asked my friend. He explained it bit by bit to me. It was like, oh, so like if you want to say you want something, there's no word for want. You need to say, the desire to do this exists or something. It's all one word because it's a Turkic language. It's all one word. I started looking at the Wikipedia page for Uyghur grammar, and it is not very complete. And then I realized actually that page is literally ripped off from this book. So I just got this book, got the PDF. I actually already had the PDF, but that was a very bad PDF, and I found a better one. And then what I did was I used a tool to split it in half, so that I can chuck it on my e-reader. And then what I'm going to do is, a future tense, I'm going to actually read this. And it is quite crazy to actually read a grammar book front to back. But I think it is actually what I need, because the grammar here is so incredibly foreign that I'm not able to actually just guess my way through it. I think with most European languages, I can do that. I can do it. And I mean, Indo-European ones, it's starting to get like repetitive. I can guess my way through it. In certain other ones, let's say Finnish, for example, at least I can consult some website that will explain it to me. But the thing is, this is a very different language from European languages, and also the grammar is very complex. It's got a million different suffixes, and also it is less well documented. It's an unpopular language, so there's no like easy internet pages or Wikipedia to actually explain everything to me. So I guess this is the thing I will have to do. So on top of that textbook, which is already quite grammar heavy, I'm just going to read this. I'm not going to do this on stream, unless you want me to, but I'm probably not going to do it. But I'm okay with it, because the way I learned Turkish grammar is actually just the same. And if you don't know the law, the whole reason I started learning Turkish was in 2022, I went to Polyglot Gathering in Poland. Speaking of which, I'm I have to plug again. I'm still not sure if I'm actually getting to go to the Polyglot Gathering, because I still can't afford the expedited settlement process, especially now that I have to pay for my phone. So I probably can't pay for that, and so that I can't guarantee that I can go to the Polyglot Gathering this year. But anyway, so support me if you want to. Here's a link. But anyway, I was at the Polyglot Gathering that year. I hung out with these friends. They could speak Turkish to each other. I was like, that sounds like a beautiful language. They said, you should learn it, Israel. And then after the gathering, we all went to Krakow. Literally on a whim. I changed my flight for that. Went to Krakow. We went to a bookshop. And then I randomly picked up a tiny pocket book for Turkish grammar. I think I showed it on a video that year. And then I literally just read the book on the flight back, and it was so good. It was so fun. I think so. That's why I'm okay with reading just grammar, as long as it has examples. If it's just theory, it's kind of shit. But if it's got examples, I'm happy with it. But this time, it's got more complex grammar. It is in the Arabic script, so it's going to be next level, and I'm ready for it. I'm all for it. Exciting stuff. that is my learning update. I haven't done much in terms of my language learning, but there we are. That is my... Yeah, I hope you enjoy my updates. I don't know, like, do people come to this channel for my language learning updates, or do they just want to see Welsh stuff? I don't know anymore. But yeah, if you want to see the video where I showed the books that I bought, it is somewhere on the channel. It is one of the few language learning update videos that I did. It was really fun. I didn't read through the whole thing, but I got through most of the hardest parts. And it was okay. There's actually why I never minded Duolingo's weird sentences. They were very memorable. Yeah, I agree. I don't... See, everyone shits on Duolingo saying, oh, it's got weird sentences, they're not useful, I'll never say this sentence when I go to the country. I honestly disagree with that. I think it is very good that it has weird sentences. It's not good if it only has weird sentences. Or rather, I should say, you should not be relying on Duolingo for learning. Despite what I'm going to talk about in a future video. You will see in due course. I am already planning that. But you should not be relying on Duolingo. So you should be getting your useful sentences from elsewhere. Duolingo could be this source of whimsical sentences that will help the stuff stick in your head. That is what it's really good for, except the AI bullshit. I don't know. It's funny, I posted about my Duolingo learning on Instagram. People are talking about AI, and I'm like, no, there's no AI on this Duolingo course. Do you deem my languages significant enough to have AI out there? I'll show you right now what I've been doing on Duolingo. Bro, it's Scottish fucking Gaelic. It's not gonna have AI. The AI probably can't even speak this bloody language. So why do you think this course is made by AI? So what that actually makes this course so great, because they won't be able to replace it with AI anytime soon. The bad thing is they took away the language notes, but I still have them elsewhere. I'm sure some of you have heard me say this before, but this is one of the best courses on Duolingo, full stop. And that also includes the grammar notes. The grammar notes are very well written. They're very fun. The course is very comprehensive. It teaches you lots of cultural things. I learned a lot about Scotland. There is freaking Scottish history in it. Like for fuck's sake. You talk about kings and queens, Mary Queen of Scots. I can't English anymore. You have like Highland clearances, the stuff that I learned for my actual citizenship test. With the Battle of Bannockburn, it's literally in the Duolingo course. In which Duolingo course would you ever learn about something like the Battle of Bannockburn and Robert the Bruce? That is amazing that they teach you that. And then there's a unit about Nova Scotia that I just finished last night. Because they have Scottish Gaelic speaking communities in Nova Scotia, even though it's pre-endangered. And they teach you how the culture is different in Nova Scotia versus Scotland. And they teach you about the Halifax cuisine. Fucking amazing. I love this course so much, more than anything else that I've seen on this website. Sorry, I'm raving again, because I love it so much. I can't shut up about it. I've never even used Duolingo, so I wouldn't know. Do you have to pay for it? It looks like I'm currently paying for it, but actually I'm not. Like, once in a while, if you're a loyal user, they give you a free trial for Super Duolingo. And also, if you have friends, what happens is, when your friends get a free trial, they get a free family plan trial, and they can add you in. And so, like, I've had Super Duolingo for a while, because once in a while, my friends are like, oh, I have a trial. Israel, you can join. And then another friend's like, I have a trial. Israel, you can join. So I'm on a family plan now. I have Super Duolingo. I think it expires today, but that's fine. I don't mind, as long as they don't give me that stupid battery thing. The day they change my desktop version of Duolingo to the battery, that is the day I leave Duolingo for good. I'm gonna leave my 1,669 day streak. I don't care anymore. I've deleted Duolingo on my phone, on the phone that is dead, because it changed to battery. I'm like, that just doesn't work at all. If you guys are not Duolingo users, here's the long and short of it. It's so what happened was you used to have 5 hearts, like I do now. I mean, not on Super Duolingo, but like normally you have 5 hearts. And then if you lose all 5 hearts by making mistakes, you have to wait a certain number of hours before you start gaining hearts again automatically, or you pay for them. Whereas in the new battery system, what happens is for each single exercise, like each sentence that you do, it depletes the battery. And then once you're out of battery, you can't do it for a certain number of hours. So it's not even punishing you for making mistakes. It's punishing you for learning, full stop. So when the app on my phone changed the battery, I was like, nope, fuck that, I'm out. So I'm using it on the browser. And also that's kind of why I feel like I need to rush to the end of this course, because I want to finish this course before I get the battery on the desktop as well. And the crazy thing is this course is kind of long as well. Like section 1 is kind of short. Section 2 and 3 are longer. Section 4 is way longer. Like I'm only 40% through, and I've been speed running this shit. It's got so much stuff in it, so I'm like, oh shit, there is so much to get through still. So I have to speed up so that I can hopefully get to the end of the course before I get the battery. But yeah, I really enjoy it. I cannot recommend it enough. I really love this course, and I'm this close. Oh, not very close, I suppose. This close to finishing it. Oh, Gallic organizations. You actually learn about government and things. Yeah, exciting. I'll just tell you now. I'm planning to make a video when I finish this. It's like the typical, I've been doing Duolingo for 2,000 days. Can I actually speak the language? That kind of video. But instead of just talking about it, I'm going to talk about this course and why it's so great. I should have screen recorded more. And then I plan to have some fun skits in there. Because I will actually tell you how I've been learning, and that involves doing some very fun things in the language. That's my teaser. That's what you're getting for now. Obligatory caveat that Duolingo has gotten rid of pretty much all the good features. Yeah, they have. Have you done any content detailing how you learned Polish? I'm finding it really difficult to make progress. Have I? I think I have. I think most of my earlier content was about Polish. Is it not? I'll just look at that. Look at it with you now. Duolingo helped me maintain and slowly improve my Polish back in 2019, but they've gotten rid of all the community features and grammar notes. Yeah, the community features, like the forums, was the first hit. The grammar note was the second one. But the thing is, I mean, when you're learning something like Gallic, you're sort of strapped. Was that the word strapped for option? Is that the phrasing? Something along those lines. My English is not perfect. So correct me. Is that how you say? Like you don't have many options, is what I'm saying. And when the course on Duolingo is so great, despite everything else that Duolingo, the company, has done, you can't not do it. It's just so good, and you can still access the grammar notes elsewhere. Yes, it is. Okay, I don't know why Google has been sucking much more lately. Like it doesn't even know what I'm trying to look for anymore. It just gives me random shit. Since I never even used Duolingo, that's pretty cool. I used to pay for Duolingo Plus or whatever it was originally called, but it kept getting worse until it stopped using it enough. Yeah. Okay, so Brady is beast. Let's do the scary thing and sort by oldest. So if you look at the oldest videos, there's a lot of podcasts there, because back then I was an absolute idiot and I put my podcast on the same channel as my YouTube, which was wrong on multiple levels. But I mean, that's me showing off my Polish. This is me watching Easy Polish, talking about reading in Polish. Look at this. This is a Polish book that I read. This one is when I said I wanted to get to C1. I don't think I ever did that. Maybe I have. I think I'm a comfortable B2 in Polish. I'll get there. My next book, like I said, the next book I read is going to be Polish. That's my plan. I'm still struggling through this French book right now. But once I'm done, I'm going to move on to Płynąc w ciemnościach in Polish. I got that book just because my housemate was reading it in English, and then I was like, hey, it's by a Polish author. I'm gonna read it in Polish. Anyway, so this one is when I try to make a little podcast to practice my speaking. And then I had this challenge where I had a lesson every single day for a month. That's all in Polish. I mean, the videos are literally in Polish. It says Easy Polish here. So, bam, there you go. For the first 2 years, I'm at C1 Polish, it says, which I don't have. So much stuff. And then I kind of moved away from that. Polish is on the back burner now. Because I'm so good, I don't need anything. Just kidding. I do need to maintain it a lot. I think with Polish, my level now is like, it's not very active, but at the same time, it is quite strong. Like, I have a good feel for the vocabulary. Like, sometimes I actually translate from Polish to other languages because, like, I guess mentally I connect Polish verbs or words to the meanings quite a lot more naturally than other languages now. It's just that I don't use it enough to actually remember it. As I just have it's like I was saying this to my coachee yesterday as well. I'm giving you stuff for free. You should be paying me for this. You should like take some coaching lessons with me. But I was saying, I think with each language, you're not learning just the skills, like reading, listening, speaking. Yeah, sure, blah blah blah. But what you're actually learning is the logic within the language, like how it works, how the language perceives reality, how it describes reality. I mean, a classic example is like verbs of motion in English versus French. In English, the motion comes first. Go out, go in, go up, go down. And then you add the direction afterwards. In French, the direction comes first, like ascend, descend, enter, exit. And then the motion comes afterwards. For example, on foot, by car, by plane. Like, I'm flying to France versus I'm going to France by plane. Or I'm arriving in France by plane. So when you're learning a language, you're like building that system of logic within your head. And I think for me, for Polish right now, that system is very strong in my head. And so even if the other skills are sort of slowly, depreciating, I can still feel that the Polish is deep inside me, right? That sounds really, really out of context, but you know what I mean. I feel like I'm at a plateau where I can't quite break through to solid B1. I feel like I'm going to have to go to high 80 forever. Binge podcasts. At some point, you have to binge something. My German came from binging Echo des Tages every single morning for like a good 2 years. Do it. Go for it. I should be doing more of that. I really miss doing that. Because back when I was in undergrad, I would go to the canteen every morning and have breakfast there. And I would pop on the episode of Echo des Tages from the previous day. And I would just listen to it, even if I don't understand very well, until I eventually got better. And I did the same for Polish. I should be doing the same for other languages. I think it's because I don't have that kind of routine anymore. Like, I don't commute enough. And I don't have breakfasts. I guess I do have time when I'm eating in the morning, but I'm kind of on social media. I should delete social media is what I should be doing. But but yeah, like when I was doing the masters as well, I learned Taiwanese because I was listening to it every day when I was walking the half an hour from my dorm to my faculty and back. Cheers. Thank you. Input, I guess is what you're saying. Yeah. Binge input. I mean, it depends on the person. Like, I can't say for sure for your situation, but if you're on a plateau, that's usually what you're missing. I should probably be doing that to get my German and French up to the standard it used to be. Read with me. I'm not binging enough. I'm reading like one chapter every week or something, which is really bad. It's got like 52 chapters in it, which would take a year. I should be binging it, but someone needs to keep me accountable is what someone needs to do. So maybe you can do that for me. Remind me to read at least one chapter of this every single day, and I can be done within a month and a half. I can finally move on to the Polish book, and maybe all the other books that I have hoarded and never actually started reading. My goodness. There's a localish radio station here in Polish. I could try listening to it more often. Yeah, I think I eventually also moved on to like other. I could even show you my podcast. You know what? I there's nothing private that I can't show you, so I'll just show you my podcast profile, I guess. So as you can see, I've been recently listening to L'Histoire nous le dira. It is a Quebecois history podcast. I like history podcasts for some reason. I'm not even that much into history, but I like listening about history. And this guy speaks a very clear yet Quebec French. Yeah, he speaks very clearly, but also the accent is clearly there. So I'm just listening to it. So I have like podcasts sorted by language, and so I did a lot of real Polish back in the day. This was a thing I tried to do, but I never did. This is a thing I worked for, and they sort of stopped doing it. If you're learning Polish, if you're a beginner, listen to this, please. They need the stats. They need the KPI. I miss working with them on this, but anyway. So I started listening to things like this, like it's like academic discussions on specific topics. Like, oh, they've stopped doing episodes. Like information in the epoch of excess, disinformation and traveling, cultural intelligence, that kind of stuff. I like this kind of discussions. Oh, like this one is about science specifically. Nauka. Oh, they stopped years ago. Shit. Okay. Yeah. What else have I got? German, mainly easy German. I used to have it auto download until I stopped. I loved sorry, not this one. I loved Sternengeschichten, but then they're still very active. Why do they have so many Sternengeschichten? The star stories. They're talking about stars. They have like so many episodes. That's crazy. I want to listen to this now. I started listening years and years ago. I did a lot of Swedish back in the day. I basically don't speak Swedish now. It's really sad. This is Taiwanese. They don't have enough podcasts in Taiwanese. Cymraeg, obviously, I've got a lot of Cymraeg. Basically, the only ones are out there. Most of them I've been on. Like my Welsh teacher keeps saying, "Oh, Israel probably has a podcast about it." It feels like she's trying to take the piss out of me. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not making that many podcasts. I've only been on all the major podcasts in Welsh, like Hefyd, Doctoriaid Cymraeg, Sgwrsio, Podlediad Dysgu Cymraeg. Not like I make podcasts in Welsh. I just get on them. But yeah. I'm chatting to you from Quebec. I love your coverage on Quebec French. Are you like francophone yourself? I love Quebec French. It's weird. Like it sounds so good. I just don't know why. I'm really taken to it. I think it is partly the fact that it has more vowels, at least phonemes, more vowel phonemes. And I like that about it, and it sounds good. I don't know what's happening with me and like Canadian derivatives of European languages, because I was also really fond of Nova Scotian Gaelic. I was like, oh, that also sounds so good. They have very long vowels, like for example, boat in Gaelic is bata, and then the Nova Scotian guy says bata, bata ashik. I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. Her Gaelic on a marble. I really like Canadian French varieties. Yay, here we go. I think partly it definitely has to do with the fact that I am always like, I'm always quite inclined towards the little guy. Like when the language or a dialect is being made fun of, like, oh, I kind of like that language / dialect. That's partly why I like Quebec French. I'm sure about Canadian French in general. There is that streamer who speaks Acadian French. That was mad. That is so cool. I wouldn't say I like it, but I think it's really cool. They're one of my motivations for learning French. Yes. That's partly why I'm getting back into French as well. Like French feels so stale for me personally, but like whenever I hear Canadian French, I'm like, oh, that's so fresh, that's so cool. I want to learn more about it. So even though now I'm reading this French, as in like French book, when I read it, I'm not reading it aloud, but like when I'm reading it in my head, I have a Quebec accent. Anyway. What website is this? That is Pocket Casts. I don't know if I would recommend it now, but like back then I paid for it before they switched to like a subscription model. So I have a lifetime, it's grandfathered in. I have a lifetime subscription just because I paid early. But now you have to pay like monthly, and I wouldn't pay for it now. I'm Anglophone, but obviously have many Francophone friends. I see. Yeah. So hold on. Whereabouts are you then? Are you in Montreal, or is it like some other part where? Because in anywhere in Quebec that is not Montreal, you're gonna be a really small minority, wouldn't you? But anyway, speaking of, because my brain sort of skipped a few steps here. So I was thinking about places I've seen in Quebec, and I was like, oh, it's kind of really cool that they kind of have these like places with French names mixed, just like interspersed with the places with the native names. And then I wanted to say, when I was learning about Nova Scotia on Duolingo, it's also really cool. They have the mix of the names. So like they have like Mabu, that's a native name. They have Antagonish, I don't know how to pronounce it. But then the Gaelic names, some of them are like from the native languages of Mi'kmaq, I guess. I think they pronounce it Mi'kmaq in Gaelic, which is really confusing. But then at the same time, they have like really different names in Gaelic as well. Like I think Antagonish is called the big town in Gaelic, and Ballamore, and then New Glasgow is the small town, and Ballabig. And it's just, oh my god, they have nothing to do with each other, but it's kind of really cool. I think we've had this discussion. I like it when places / people have different names in different languages. It is annoying, but also cool. Here in Montreal, that makes sense. You don't listen to podcasts in general, but so I go to random websites when we're given podcast episodes. Yeah, that's fair. Like I don't listen enough. Like I have a lot of things I want to listen to, so I subscribe to them. Sometimes I even download them. And then don't have time to listen to them, because usually what people do is listen while they're driving or while they're on a tube. I do neither of those things. I bike, but I only go like 20 minutes a pop, so that's not even half a podcast usually. And I spend too much time listening to Lateral, because that's my favorite podcast, and that is in English. So everything takes a second. What with my English idioms? What's the phrase, chat? Takes a second. Like a secondary position? What's second? I don't know. You tell me. Complete the sentence for me, please. So everything else takes a second, whatever. So yeah. So that's why in my phone that was dead, I have like many gigabytes of downloaded podcasts that I've never listened to. Speaking of which, that's a perfect segue, because as we said, it has finally happened. It did indeed. So we can do some unboxing. Yay. I realize I don't have my tools with me, and also I have to carefully hide my address from you. On the back burner? Not really back burner, because I would still listen to them, but it's just not my priority. I'm so glad it's worked out in the end, that I've received it while I'm on stream. The suspense must have been great. I have to open it in a very awkward way because I don't want to show you my address. So let's do it this way. A back seat. Yeah, back seat. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Car, like, analogies. Let me just quickly check that I haven't... I'm just checking my Twitch chat, because there might be a once in a while like a person there that says something and I miss it, but then it's always just bots, so never mind. So yeah, there we are. That's the Pixel 10. got it because it is probably my best option now. It is like half a year old, which isn't amazing, but at the same time, that they gave me a £200 discount, so I'm like happy with it. It's the thing that really annoys me is there was a bigger sale. I mean, the £200 is kind of big, but like there was a bigger sale until 10 days ago, or 11 days at this point. You know, there was a sale until like the 17th of February, where I would have saved an extra like £60-70 on this. And then I was like, oh, I kind of don't want to buy it now because I could have got it for even cheaper, but I had no choice. Like my phone was dead. And then I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm a big Sony fanboy. I've had many Sony phones over the years, but it's just like I just don't trust their reliability anymore. Like I have zero trust in the hardware that's gonna like last me. I don't have trust in their software, their customer support. Even though I like the hardware design, I like the software design, I like what they're doing, and I like that they have the headphone jack, which nobody else has nowadays. But it's just I've had a bad experience using it, so it's like I'm a very conflicted fanboy. So unfortunately, I do not have like a top-down camera. Actually, fun story. I got this arm that this camera is on. I got this arm because back then I wanted to kind of do some stenography practice streams. I could still do that. I could do it right now. Yeah, I was hoping to do that. And then this arm would potentially enable me to like put a camera upside down to look at my desk, but then I never did it. And now it has become my default just camera arm. So I don't have a top-down camera. So how do I open? This is very papery. I guess they're doing like the environmentally friendly thing. So it's more papery, more recyclable. How do I open it? Do I pull these tabs? This is a live unboxing part of the stream now. Why? I've never seen a box like this. Why am I pulling? Is it because like... so the sticker was stopping this thingy from releasing the box inside, I guess. At least I'm going to get some good photos now. That's a really ironic. I mean, I'm glad I can talk about this kind of stuff on this like just chatting stream, because if I were on a actual study stream, I wouldn't be talking about these things. But like I've told many of my friends, like Sony phones have great cameras if you know what you're doing. Like if you're a camera pro, if you've been using like Sony cameras, you know how to like fiddle with settings or use like exposure and that kind of shit. It is a great camera. You can do so many things with it, and also the hardware quality is high. But if you're me, you're not a photography person, you don't know what you're doing, the auto mode, you only use auto mode, the auto mode sucks. So I've been taking kind of shitty pictures. I mean, it's not that bad, but like not good. So I've been taking shitty pictures for the past couple of years. I've had that phone for quite a while now. I got it in the same week that I started my PhD, and then it died on the week that I'm doing my Viva. So I feel like it is kind of poetic, I guess. Is meant to be, maybe. It's my PhD phone. So this is my post-PhD phone now. How does that work? Does it like slide out? I'm fully integrated into Apple ecosystem. I am fully, very consciously unintegrated into any ecosystem. Yay. Exciting stuff. I guess the only ecosystem I'm in is the DJI one, which is ironic because, like, you know, I hate China and all that, but like DJI makes good stuff. They have a good ecosystem. I mean, it's not a very tight ecosystem, but what they do have is all the cameras. They have like various different cameras, and all their cameras can natively connect to all their wireless mics. So you don't need any extra hardware to help you connect. So like if I were to, oh, that's a SIM. Should I just put my SIM in? I could just put my SIM in now. So if I wanted to, let's say I have a Sony camera for video taking, sure. If I want to connect a DJI mic to it, I need to use like cables and stuff. Get a receiver, connect a receiver to the camera, and so on. But if I want to film with this and use a DJ mic, it just connects automatically, which is great. So like so for example, I was considering getting like a 360 camera. I'm not anymore because I spent money on this thing. So I don't have the budget anymore. But I was considering getting one. And then I was actually quite tempted by the DJI 360 camera because of that, because it connects to the mic natively. Whereas if I got the more popular one, the Insta360 one, I would have had to, I don't know, add the audio in the post. So even if I want to try other phones, it's too troublesome. I guess, I mean, it's the same for me if I wanted to try Apple devices as well. I mean, my partner keeps trying to get me to get an iPhone. I'm not going to willingly pay for one, but it's a lot to get used to. Like everything works differently, and obviously all the software, all the apps are separate. Even when I started using the MacBook from my university. What am I doing? This is not long enough for my old phone. I need the thingy from my old phone to actually... What? What was I saying? Yeah, so when I started using the MacBook, it's much easier now because most of the software used on computers are open source. Because my main computer is Linux, so I can just get the versions for the Mac OS, but it's not the same on mobile OSs because you have the app stores and everything. So it's not really an option. I mean, it's a lot of hassle to switch. And also, like, I think I said this once. Oh, I don't know on stream or elsewhere, but like the first time I tried to use my partner's MacBook a few years back, I was so confused by the system that I just went to the terminal because I know my way around the terminal. I have a Motorola phone and a Nokia No way. Wait, what? You have a Nokia tablet? Nice to catch a stream for once. YouTube never notifies me. Are you sure you have the notifications on? Need to take a phone call? Very apt. While I'm doing this phone thing. Exciting stuff. It's so cold. Oh, the new phone feeling. I'm just gonna enjoy this a little bit more. It's gonna be full of fingerprints in no time. How do I get this out? Do I pull this? You know, whenever I unbox anything in the past, I would always like take pictures of it, but I guess I don't really need now that I have a video of me doing it. I don't really need to take pictures anymore. Okay. How is it? I haven't touched this device before, like, because I wasn't phone shopping before my phone died. So I wasn't like looking around for how each device feels. So I haven't even touched this one before. Now I have. I got the white, the frost one. It's got a tiny tinge of purple, which you may or may not have noticed is my favorite color. Just look around you, literally. Look at this entire stream. It is very obvious what my favorite color is. So here you go. And also my dead phone is also purple. That's one of the things I liked about Sony. They have lots of purple things. Where do I put the SIM in? Oh, here. Wait, what? Come on. Why is it not? There we go. Only one. Oh, right, because it can take one physical SIM and one eSIM. I forgot. Yep, things have changed now. My last phone had one SIM slot and then one slot for either a SIM or an SD card. My last phone, which is this one, had 2 SIM slots and an SD card slot. Just so each new phone comes with 1 less slot. Kind of annoying. How does this work? I put this here. Do I put it this way? Yeah, I think I put it this way. Go in. Bam. This is the top and the bottom. That's the top. Okay. I was like, why is it not turning on? I feel bad when I'm handling a new device because it feels like it's like taking its virginity or something. Like, oh my god, it's brand new, and then it's not new anymore now that I've handled it, and also like I will put my fingerprints on it and potentially drop it. Knock on wood. Yay! Here we go. Oh hey, that's you. That's. Oh, here's a tour of what's on top of my desk. Your camera. Oh, konnichiwa. And then that is my matriculation photo from Oxford. Anyway, bonjour. Oh, a language. Hello. What else? 你好啊. Wait. Oh, wait, that's not necessarily Cantonese. Sorry. That could just be Chinese in general. Oh, I like the little haptic feedback when it sort of bounces. Good evening from a random place in the middle of England. Good evening from Manchester, just outside of the constituency that just elected the first Northern Green MP. Yay! Language. See, that's the problems that not many people have. What language should I choose? I can't decide. What do they have Welsh? They do not have Welsh. Shame. They have lots of Armenian just before Hebrew. Mongol. Kazakh dili. See, in the past I would always go for English on my phones because I needed to use the voice commands, and then the voice commands are only good. They're only ever good in English. But I don't use them anymore because they suck now. They've enshittified the voice assistant so much. Nowadays, when you call up the Google Assistant, it's just Gemini, and then it gives you some bullshit, and then it also opens up new chats on Gemini if you go to the website. I never use it now. So I don't actually have to stick to English anymore, and that makes it difficult. Just curious, do they have Icelandic? Yes, they do have Icelandic. Do they have Uyghur? No. No. Unless what is it? Urdu? Well, no, they do not. Which one is Arabic? Wait, hold on. What? Where is Arabic? I think this one's Arabic. I can't read the Arabic script outside of Uyghur. I can only read the Uyghur Arabic script. Ironic because I can read Hebrew. I can't read all these other ones either. Until you get to Thai. I can read I learned to read Thai a bit. Not Lao. I can't read Korean either. Okay, let's just do English for now. Set up using another device. To copy settings, I do not have another device because mine's dead. Oh, it's fine. Keep it nearby, and oh, you can do it wirelessly. Like if you can have your old device next to it, and then it could like wirelessly transfer everything. Well, not this time. Unless I transfer from my old device. I can start afresh. I don't mind starting afresh. Wi-Fi. Well, it's very colorful, this OS is. Takes like 30 seconds to learn Hangul. No, that's the thing. I always tell people I can read Hangul consonants. I can't read the vowels. The consonants are, as you guys may or may not know, That's cool. They have like those circles floating around. I don't know what they mean, but okay. Who are you setting up this phone for? Myself. So the Hangul consonants are designed based on the shape of the consonant in your mouth, like what you're doing with your mouth and so on. Whereas the vowels are based on some sort of Taoist yin and yang, like sky and earth, that kind of concepts. So I learned the consonants quite easily. I can't read the vowels at all. I can read a couple now because my partner has been sending me more and more Korean things, but I can't. Lao is very similar to Thai. I know, yeah. The vowels are left to right. I did not know that. I actually don't remember my Thai either. I learned it for a little bit. I'm logging in my email. I don't remember my password. I'm trying very carefully to lay it down slowly so that I don't accidentally harm its like new and untainted body. Where is my... Do you guys use password managers? I'm curious. Let me set up a poll. Like, do you use... I know this is completely unrelated to my channel, but you know, it's on my mind. Do you do that? Before my phone died, just a few days earlier, the fingerprint scanner died randomly. And then so since that, for a few days after the fingerprint scanner died and before the actual phone died, I had to use my passwords for everything. And to log in to my password manager, I had to type in like 18 digits. Normally I just use my fingerprint, but now I have to type it in every time. So that was such a pain. So I was kind of starting to think about getting a new phone at that point, but I guess this just sealed the deal and forced me to actually take action rather than languishing. But yeah, I need a password manager to log into Google. Two-step verification. Tap yes on another phone or tablet, which is right here. It doesn't ask me to tap my Sony phone anymore because it's gone. I agree. Hello, Vivienne. Long time no see. There are some nice shortcuts to remember the vowels. Really? You mean for Hangul? Do I have to set a pin? I mean, yeah, sure, I'll set a pin. You're not seeing it, are you? Just to make sure. Set a fingerprint unlock. Wait, does this thing have a fingerprint scanner? I mean, it should, but like, is it under the screen? See, that's what happens when I don't follow tech stuff. When I was in school, I was all over this stuff. Like I would read all the reviews of all the new phones. So I would know every single detail about every single new phone. But now I buy a new phone. I don't even know if it has a fingerprint scanner. I'm past that phase of my life now. Sadly, I'll remember fondly my days of being a tech nerd. Yeah. So the fingerprint sensor will be on the next screen. Oh, I can set up with screen protector. Should I? Whoa. Should I put on my screen protector now? What do you think, chat? Should I do that now? Scan the QR code on the screen protector packaging. A screen protector can affect fingerprint recognition. For the best fingerprint unlock performance with the screen protector, when possible, apply the screen protector before setting up fingerprint unlock and flatten any bubbles. Use a screen protector that's made for Google certified. Okay, you know what? I will do just that. I have it right here. You can't remember your passwords without a password manager. Yeah. For a while I would like use the one on the browser, and I would generate a password, and then I would reuse that one password, and then I would remember the password. So I actually remember a couple of like generated passwords quite well. But afterwards, I was like, yeah, then what's the point if I reuse it? So I started using a proper password manager and different passwords for everything. Did that come out of Citizenship Fund? Try not to think about it. It had to be done. It's not like I had a choice anyway. I didn't have a phone to rely on. Maybe in the future I can use this for like IRL streaming, because this front camera is actually going to be good. Earlier I said that my Sony phone had an arse auto mode when I take pictures, but also it does not only suck at taking pictures on auto mode, it also sucks at taking selfies. I don't know why. My selfie camera was significantly worse than any of the reviews that I've seen. So I suspect something was wrong. Hello, Sitwitty. Hello. Dwi'n iawn, dwi'n teimlo'n well. Mae ffôn newydd fi wedi newydd gyrraedd, felly dwi yn setio fo fyny ar hyn bryd. Felly dim byd a neud efo ieithoedd heno, just pethau technoleg. I got some stuff. Which one's that's a case. That's a cable. I mean, I didn't need it, but I was low on cables. Lots of my cables are malfunctioning at this point. I totally forgot that this phone would come with a new cable, so I didn't have to buy this. But you know what? I can always do with more cables. I should probably chuck the ones that are not working very well.
Hope it helps offset the cost of new phone.
Oh my god, Jackie, thank you so much. I wasn't expecting that. I've never asked for money for my phones, but thank you. I will put it to good use. I mean, this one, I suppose. But yeah, it will help very much. Anki deck for passwords instead of manager. What? What? That's so cursed. I love that. Oh yeah, it is made for Google, so that's fine. I can scan this. What was I thinking earlier? Yeah. Should I regret buying this? Maybe I don't need this new cable. Maybe I have enough. Maybe I'll think about it afterwards. Na feddwl am hynny wedyn. Should I not open it from this way? I didn't expect to have to apply the screen protector now, but because it says please do it before you set up the fingerprint, I will do that right now. Or maybe I'll do it later. I can set up the fingerprint later. I don't have to do it now. It is a whole thing. Like, it is a lot going on. You know what? I'll do that later. I don't think I have to do the fingerprint thing now. That looks stupid. Okay. It's already got dust on it. What the hell? Oh, the lock screen kind of looks good. Oh, I like the design. I'm not going to show you my password, but I like the design. I'll do that later. I'll do that later. Do it later. Face unlock. I could do face unlock as well. Do I do face unlock and fingerprint unlock? That feels a bit obsessive. I mean, I've sent lots of companies my face anyway in the past few months. Thank you very much, Keir Starmer. What's the difference anyway? Okay. What am I doing? I wonder if it has a special hardware that the iPhone has to make face scanning more efficient. Now when you pick up your phone or tap the screen, you can use your face to unlock. Oh, I don't know. Doesn't hurt. Copy apps and data. You do both. Makes life easier. Okay, if you say so. Oh, good. It still has a backup from my dead phone. I'm gonna restore that. Oh, that's interesting. It asked me to put in the password for my dead phone. Thank God I do have the password. But I wonder how it works. Is it like when they when it backs up the data, it also adds in the phone password in the backup so that even though my phone is now dead, I can restore the data using that password on a different phone. Choose what to restore. Do I restore all the apps? I don't think I need all the apps. Don't want all the apps. It's just a camera as opposed to a different sensor. Oh, okay, I see. Does anyone ever like to use launchers? I've used one for many years and then it stopped being supported, but I just can't find anything. I've become so used to that launcher that I couldn't find anything else that is as good as it. I'm totally in Switzerland and not in the UK. Discord, don't ask for my face. I think, I don't know. Let me ask you this. This is a text stream now. Let me set a new poll. Hold on. How do I end it? End poll. Would you rather send your face or your ID? Okay, so supposing you have to, okay? If you have to choose, which one would you rather choose? Face ID is infrared. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I was asking, like, have other phones copied that from Apple or have they not? You inspired me to spend time with small languages and I got into a program for studying Taiwanese indigenous languages. That's so cool. Like, I don't even go that niche, but it is. I love that. I love that you're doing it. I would love to do that. Let's see. I will download the. Why is it asking me if I want to restore Android system safety core and system key verify? I don't think that should be an option. Appgate did on Kamil. Oh my god, the stupid racing game that came with my Sony phone. I'm so glad it's not here now. I couldn't delete it because it was like built in. So it's asking me what apps I want to reinstall that I had on my other phone. Auto sync, Avanti West Coast. I don't use BBC iPlayer, just for the record. I never use it. In case you're watching TV licensing, I've never used the app ever, so don't even think about it. I just got I could even show you. Do I have it with me now? I just got this yesterday. I'm not showing you my. You didn't see that? Just got this big red letter. It's scary. It's from TV licensing saying, "Oh, we are investigating you now." Let me slim it down because I had too much crap on my last phone. I might as well like slim it down. Do I still need bright BSL? I am better than bright BSL now. I don't need brilliant because my account has expired. They gave me a free, I don't know how long, certain amount of time. Taiwanese dictionary. I love Taiwanese dictionary. Closemaster. I don't even use it anymore, sadly. I miss Closemaster, but it's not working for me at the moment. Oh, I could skip so much stuff. I would never not install the Pokédex app. That's so useful. Discord, Disney Plus, Drops. I'm not using Drops at the moment. I like Drops, by the way. I'm sort of quickly reviewing language apps now as I go. Voice recorder. Oh no, am I gonna lose my? I think I might have lost my stamps from like shopping at the Chinese supermarket. It's fine, I don't care. Eventbrite. Oh my god, Facebook is not built in. I'm so happy to not have to have the Facebook app on my phone anymore. Thank fuck. I love my icon packs though. Glossica. I could get Glossica. Gongcha, very important. Google Assistant, not installing Google Assistant. Do I need Google? I mean, I need Google Docs, right? Why are all these Google? Why is it asking if I want all these Google apps? I thought they would come with the Google phone, but somehow they don't. Google News. Does anyone use Google News? Wallet. These things should come standard. Greg's, very important, very northern. That, oh my god, I actually had so many apps on my, I had no idea. Okay, I'll quickly go through these. italki. I should use italki more. I had LinkedIn on that phone. Wait, I don't even know I had LinkedIn on the phone. Did it come pre-installed as well? I've never used the LinkedIn app. Oh, I'm gonna lose my progress in the Lip Reading Academy app. I mean, I still have the app. I paid for it, but I probably have lost my progress. Sad. I'm sad now. Do I still want Mastodon? I was on Mastodon for a very brief period, and then there's not enough people on there. Is anyone on Mastodon? Do you know anyone on Mastodon? It's not really a thing anymore, is it? Sadly, I would love to like support it more. Oh, I can. Oh, let me just skip all the stuff that I don't need anymore. Teleprompter. Teleprompter's good. No, with you on Espedorek. I get so many notifications from S4C News, NHS. Okay, I'm almost there. Oh my goodness, that's so many apps. Pocket. I don't even use Pocket anymore. Pokemon Go. I'm not on Pokemon Go anymore. Oh my goodness. Pon. Okay, here we go. Rail. Have I lost my rail card? Oh no, wait. Can I transfer my digital rail card on the new phone? Because my last phone's dead. No, they have to have a way of dealing with that, right? Because people get the phone stolen all the time in London. Shit. Oh no, I'm worried. Please don't make me pay for a new rail card. I mean, I'll have to do that anyway. I'm gonna have to do it just before I turn 31. I'm actually panicking right now, a little bit. BSL dictionary, very important, extremely important. And music, SoundCloud, speed test. Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, lots of stuff are hopefully like synced to like online accounts and stuff, so hopefully it's not too bad. String board, Chinese keyboard, oops. Oh, I have, yeah, Surfshark. Threads, love threads. Transport for Wales. We're speeding through this. Bam. Oh, good. No X, please. Enough. No X. Fuck X. Okay, good. Right, where were we? What did I miss? I'm trans, so I'm biased, but I used my Hong Kong. Oh, you're from Hong Kong? Vivian, I didn't know that. Hard to answer. I don't know. I've used my ID before, not my face. I don't know if I prefer it. I think, I don't know. I've set my face. When I had the choice, I've set my face. Because I feel like, I don't know. ID is like, Because I look different every day, potentially, but the ID is like just one. It's just the same ID. What languages do I speak? I don't know anymore. I speak English a little bit. I think someone asked if I like Flemish. Do you? Oh yeah, there you go. You asked again. Do I like Flemish? Why would I not like Flemish? I was talking to my language coaching student yesterday, and they also really like Flemish. And they said like, oh, they've got the old thou and thee forms that Dutch has lost in the Netherlands. Do you know any good resources for Daigi? I use Glossica for Daigi, and I don't remember. It's mainly Glossica. It's easier for me because it's like so close to my native tongue, right? I can just map the sounds as long as I can do it. As long as I can do it like automatically. Restoring your data. I'm not a huge fan of drops because I have to memorize a picture to go with the meaning. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It forces you to use the pictures. Because sometimes the pictures are not very intuitive to you, right? To view your limited warranty, that's fine. That's the stuff that I'm annoyed by. Discover Google AI at its best. I mean, it's gonna, yeah, I guess it's at its best now. It's the best it's ever been. I don't want to discover though. Meet Gemini, your personal AI assistant. Get more done. What is that? Is this the? Oh, this is the. Oh, if I long press this, it's the Gemini button. Oh, sure, whatever. Talk things out with Gemini live. Can I not? I don't want to talk to Gem. Go hands free. See, I used to be all about the Google wake word, and then at this point, I'm just like, no, I feel like I've had enough of this like voice assistant bullshit. It's not really helping me that much anyway. Find info instantly. I feel like I'm quicker just typing it into the search bar. What is this? Magic Q uses AI to show you useful details and time-saving actions based on the app you're using. What? Okay, maybe that might be helpful. We'll see. Get the most out of screenshots. Pixel screenshots organizes your information so that it's easy to find and suggest helpful actions. What does that mean? Okay. Get peace of mind. Car crash detection? That's a thing? So like if I get hit by a car, which is, I mean, more likely than average because I'm on a bike, then it would call the police automatically? Sure. Quick share. I like quick share. Use your card on this device next. Yes. Good. While it does that, I will also... It feels weird holding the naked phone, so I'm going to unbox the case that I got. By the way, did you guys know that these Google phones now have MagSafe? It's literally the same thing with a different name. So it has a little magnet on the back. Wait, it's not the color I thought it was going to be. God damn it. I thought it was going to be like bluish. I mean, it looks a bit bluish on this camera right now, but it is black. Should I exchange it for another? I feel like it's not my I don't feel as guilty exchanging it when it's like the color looks different from the pictures. What do you think? What do you think? Does it look good? Black, and then like yellow here, and then like tiny tinge of purple on the actual device. Oh shit! What is mine? I'm not showing you my card detail. I'm gonna be very careful and do it over here. Surely you can. Didn't you get a railcard activation code by email or something? I see. The thing is, I never even thought about having to transfer my railcard, so I will need to look that up. I'm sure there's a way, right? Yeah, I just haven't thought about it. You're on Mastodon since like 2016 or 19 or something. I don't remember. I mean, I have Mastodon. I just haven't really used it much. Just because I haven't found any connections on it. Like I see like pages with like news and things, but like I don't feel like I'm connecting with anyone. Drops is one that I've never paid for. But I got a lifetime subscription to Drops, by the way, so I can like just put it away and then like use it again anytime with a premium. So that I'm happy about that choice. 有冇其他香港人喺度啊？冇好似冇啊，有啊 ，Jackie 香港人啊，OK， 唔知添。Some people did report that they got car crash thing activated while snowboarding. Oh, well, I'm not going snowboarding anytime soon, especially since, as the title of this stream says, spring is coming. So, color scheme reminds me of what is Borush? What? What is that? Oh, it's a football team. It's black and yellow. My screen lock will be used for contactless payments. Okay. Anything else? Get instant translations. Identify music around you. When music is playing nearby, the name and the artist appear on your lock screen. Is it gonna eat my battery though? Get instant translations. With Live Translate, your phone is your personal translator. All the languages will be translated into the set below. No, please do not translate everything into English. Thank you very much. Control info on the lock screen. Auto adjust settings to environment. Oh, what is this? Adapt sound. Adapt vibration. Your phone's microphone and other sensors are used to determine sound levels and environment. All microphone audio is processed. What does that even mean? What? Is it like when it's loud, it goes louder, when it's soft, it goes softer? Huh? Oh, I'll try it, whatever. What is this? Prepare for an emergency. Confirm emergency settings for emergency SOS 999. Yes, I'm in the UK, that's correct. Choose how to start emergency SOS. Touch and hold. What is that? What? After pressing the power button 5 times, you can choose to require confirmation or start the actions automatically. Oh, okay. I guess it is for emergency. He doesn't watch footy? No, I don't. I thought that would be obvious. Change how text displays. I'm fine with default. I have a friend who uses like the smallest font size on his phone. And it's just, he was like, oh, I can see more on the same page. I'm like, you're not wrong, but also, are you sure? If you like it, then yeah. Add another email account, review additional apps. No, I don't want those apps. Oh, there's Notebook LM. No, please fuck off. I don't want Notebook LM. They have a journaling app. Set up the always on display. Sure. Finished. Stay up to date. Okay, sure. Whatever. I hate auto-translate or auto-dubbing by Google. Like, I know you're an American company, but not everyone is monolingual. Exactly! Oh, please don't get me started on my YouTube auto-dub rant. It is... You won't want to see me when I'm on my YouTube auto-dub rant. To quote the Hulk. That is one of the most... What's triggering things that exist in our current techno landscape. I hate it so much. You have no idea. I hate it in an insane amount. Oh. I was just watching a video by Saharita, who is an Iranian in Poland. He speaks Polish. I watched her because it's Polish. Yay, all set. I like the little designs. Go to your home screen. Oh, it's very purple. I like that. I like that it's purple. Oh, it's got the old Google screen. And it's the first thing I see is Shabana Mahmoud. Lovely. Oh my god. First thing I see on my new phone is Mahmoud to press on with immigration reforms despite by-election defeat. Why? So yeah, that's the new phone, and it's got Gemini on it. Oh, everything looks so googly. Oh, it's all the same colors everywhere. Anyway, what do I have to do with it? What do I have to set up? Probably like emails and like Bluetooth and stuff. I'll get to them. But what was I saying? Yeah. So I was watching Zaharita because obviously she has made a lot of videos since the what's the last thing that happened in Iran? They went offline and stuff, right? That when Iran blocked the internet and all that. She made lots of videos about it. Normally she just does like cultural differences, that kind of stuff, but now very topical. And then as of today, obviously she has made a new video because of what has happened between Iran and like Israel and the USA. And then I clicked on it. It was like quiet for a good few seconds. I was like, okay, so she's just not saying anything. And then I forgot, usually what happens when it's quiet for the first few seconds, that means that you're about to hear a terrible robot voice in English. And that's what it was. I don't know why I don't know why it forces it on me. Like, if you want the function, sure, turn it on, or even like make it a default, but like, give me the option to turn the whole thing off. I can't stand it. I can't deal with this stupid robot voice trying to stop me watching stuff in anything but English all the time. Like, every time. See, on my channel, don't worry, I've turned off, like, the creators can turn off that feature. I've done that because I respect you guys enough to not make you listen to the robot voice instead of mine, in case I speak in a different language anyway. But lots of creators don't have that, and then like some of them have thought about doing it, but then they decided not to. For example, the Québécois, ma prof de français, the what's her name? I forgot her name. Geneviève, yeah, that's her name. That's the one that I watched in my video where I learned Québécois. Yeah, I respect her stuff. And then she says she has thought about whether she wants to turn that off. And then she decided to keep it on because in case she wants her content to... I mean, it's not just about the language, but also like the culture. And she might want her language to reach Anglophones who don't want to listen to French. So I guess that's fair, but I would never subject you to that because I can't stand it myself. It was translating Cantonese and Mandarin to English for me. Really? It wasn't making sense. It wasn't even good. I mean, it's never good, but like, it is. I don't know why they're doing that. They're just trying to shove that in your face to just to show that they're trying to do. They're trying to show that they have been doing AI stuff. Like, oh yeah, we have new things, and then it's just really shit. But yeah, YouTube is a platform I work on, but like, so many tiny things that are really annoying. Even though I am a premium subscriber, like, I give them money and then they still put this bullshit on me. Like, imagine if like it's a premium feature to be able to turn off the auto dub. Hopefully you can see my comments now because you see me blocked. Wait, what? Which channel were you? Or have you sent any chat messages earlier today, or is it your first time today? Because I don't know what or who has been blocked. So would you rather send your face or your ID? So the majority would rather send the face, like me. So I would rather send my face. I'm not even sure if it's a better option, but that feels, I don't know, it feels less invasive. Even though it's my face, but for some reason it feels less invasive to send my face to the verification, identity verification company, the age verification company, than my ID. I guess because my face is on the internet anyway. Like, everyone can see my face. You're seeing my face right now. Like, who cares? You can decide how old I am. You're communist, but I only show up in all messages and not. Oh right, yeah. I forgot there is a top chat and all chat thingy. I don't know how that works. I don't know when they like put you in. Oh my god, there are some messages that I've missed. Like earlier today, I don't know when that was. Blewavang said, "A fydd Iran yn bomio Cymru yng nghanol rhyfel Epstein in Cosby involved in sais addolwyr a ffotls NATO." What the fuck was that? No, I didn't miss too much, thankfully. The thing is, so the chat you see on screen here. What's that? That was actually just a YouTube chat. That is literally the YouTube chat, with like a coat of paint on it. So I think it does default to top chat rather than all chat, because I don't get to choose it. It's what happens is there's like a tiny little browser here. This is a little browser, but it's not a browser that I can access. So I don't think I can change it to all chat. So it's just going to be top chat. I think that, yeah, that is what it is. You seem to be blacklisted from the top chat. Oh, I see a couple of your messages. I don't know why. Sorry, but it is what it is. It's again another little annoying thing that YouTube does, I suppose. But yeah, hey man, your language learning journey is very inspiring, says Communist. Thank you very much. I just like to do what I do. I do what I want to, and then if it inspires people, very nice. I guess that's just a result of me sharing my passion of languages. Anything else that I was going to unbox? Oh yeah, before I finish, because I'll probably have to go in a little bit, but I'm just going to do the rest of the unboxing while we're at it. YouTube's so annoying. It is. I was just ranting about the auto dub, so it do be doing annoying things. I don't have my scissors with me right now, so I'm just going to break some stuff. But what was I saying? Yeah, it's interesting. Like lots of people have said they are inspired by me to like engage more with minority languages, and I don't even go for minority languages on purpose. It's just whichever language draws me in, I go for it. Oh wait, hold on. Is this? How long is this? Wait, no, what? Does it 1.2 meters? Oh, it's not as long as I thought it would be. That's fine. I just need an extra cable. I don't mind if it's shorter. The thing is, I was shopping for cables on this store, and they had like one that is 100 watts. It says for £19, and it is on 240 watts for £70. And I was like, why would I not get the cheaper one that is also higher power? And then now I realize because it's shorter, it's fine. It's not size that matters; it's how you use it. Just got in, so likely missed the stream, but thought I would say hi. Yeah, well, thanks for dropping by. It's a really random stream. I just do a bunch of random stuff and show off my new purchase that I was forced to make. Yeah, I guess that is my phone now. It is, yay. I have lots of stuff to set up. What else? It's also on my unboxing plans. I also got this. I was gonna get it. I've been thinking about getting something like this for a while, and then last night when I was shopping, I was like, I'm spending anyway. Might as well spend more. What makes a difference at this point? So yeah, I got like these little bags that you put on your bike. Finally, I can properly do some grocery shopping on my bike. Like every time I've gone to the supermarket, I had to like control how much I buy because I need to fit all of them in my backpack. But now I can put this on my bike. Yay. I need to figure out how you install it. It's probably just a bunch of straps, I assume. I stock my electric stuff in Hong Kong no matter I need it now or not. I just keep extra in case I need it. To be very honest, I do that as well. Especially with expensive stuff like cables. I think if I'm paying like a few more pounds, it's fine. It's not too bad. It's not the end of the world. But when it comes to like expensive electronics, I try to buy them in Hong Kong. I bought this camera in Hong Kong. Just because the difference is kind of huge. But I guess, as I said, I didn't have a choice now because my phone died, so I had to use this one. I had to get a new one as soon as possible. I mean, I could have used my old phone, but it was like so old, and I would have to get a new one eventually anyway. So might as well. But that means that I couldn't afford a Sony phone because the Sony phones are mad. So in Hong Kong, the flagships go for around £800 to £900. Over here, they start at like £1,300. It's such a huge difference. I don't know why. So I would like unless I wait a few months, like to get them in Hong Kong, I would never be able to afford a Sony flagship in the UK. So that was out of the question. I'm kind of sad I don't get the headphone jack now, but you know what? It is 2026. It's not like I have a choice. I don't have much of a choice anyway. Speaking of which, that just reminded. See, my brain does like association things. I when I said I don't have much of a choice, I was thinking of how you say it in Welsh, because so in colloquial Welsh you would say does gen I ddim llawer o ddewis. So I don't have many of choice. But then in literary Welsh, like in books, there's actually a really elegant way of saying it. They say does gen I fawr o ddewis. There is not big of choice. It is cleaner. It is Welsher, and I really wish I could use more literary Welsh in my daily life. Sorry, this is like pinging a lot. What is happening here? Is it just the apps that are installing? No, it's the emails that are syncing. How do I mute it? Mute. There we go. So here's to hoping that my 6-year-old phone is lasting a few more years because I don't want to go back to get ripped off here. Oh, Jesus. I mean, eventually you have to do it. Yeah, like you either get a mule, get someone to bring it to you, like my parents always do, or you're gonna have to bite the dust. No, that's not the phrase. Sorry, to bite the bullet. Bite the bullets, not bite the. Sorry, that was really bad. Not bite the dust. Bite the bullet. I mean, they feel very similar. Bite the bullet would also mean you're dead, but for some reason it doesn't work like that. The English language, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I mean, I bit the bullet. I think this is my first phone that I've bought in the UK. I think it actually is. It actually is my first phone bought in the UK. So I bit the bullet and bought it. But it's fine. Like with a £200 discount, it's not actually much more than what it would go for in Hong Kong. It would be even nicer if I bought it a week earlier, and then I could have got an extra £50 off. But fine, it's not up to me. You can call it a bike pack. It's called a pannier bag. My keyboard. Bike packing is when you go backpacking on a bike. So it's not something that I would do, even though I really enjoy cycling. I don't feel like I'm the type to go camping. So maybe I will bike pack and then like stay in a hotel or something. That's also doable. Yeah, I can tell you guys. I mean, Michelle's not here, but I've been planning like various little bike trips with Michelle. Well, I would be biking. She wouldn't be. She would take transport. But I was like, we can go to Stockport. I've been there a couple of times. It's like really easy to get there by bike from my home. And then I was like, I want to go to Hebden Bridge, which it feels really far. It's like 2.5 to 3 hours from here, but it's just along the canal all the way. And it is really safe, I guess, unless someone pushes you into the canal. But like in terms of cars, it's really safe. You're barely on any car road except like one big roundabout. And Hebden Bridge is really nice, I've heard. It's very lesbian. That's what people keep saying. But that's it. So like Yeah, we're gonna go there at some point. Spring is coming, as I say in the title. So I look forward. I really like cycling. Yeah, I think I would love to do some sort of maybe like 3-4 hours would be maximum. Maybe not more than that. That would be too hardcore. You could get a second-hand phone for your kid. You could do that. Have family friends who work in CX and can get you discounted second-hand tech. I think the thing is, even though I'm not as up to date with the tech things nowadays, I'm still very much a techie at heart. So like, I can't bring myself to buy old tech. Like I'm pushing it with a half-a-year-old phone. Come on. And no, actually, I'm not pushing it. Like I usually buy it half a year later because at least in Hong Kong, it doesn't really do it here, but in Hong Kong, the prices would go down. Like here, you would get like a sale once in a while, but in Hong Kong, the default price would go down slowly. It would depreciate. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, I do that. I do usually like buy half a year after it comes out, but not secondhand. I can't bring myself to do it, even though I know it's probably better for the environment and probably better for my wallet. It's for me and my own kid. I am my own kid as well. So anyway, it has been a while. Thank you for joining this really random stream. It's already synced all my other email accounts. It asked me if I wanted to add email accounts, but no, they're all already there. So it's fine. It's also buzzing a bit too much. I'll deal with that later. So thank you very much for joining me here today. Next week, I might potentially be planning something special, but it depends on the circumstances. As I have teased a bit last time, I kind of want to do some streams with guests, but I don't know if it's gonna work out. I have two that I'm currently planning, so it might happen next week. It might not. And next week will be just after my Viva, so you will see me fully devastated probably, or maybe very victorious. Who knows? But I'm assuming devastated because either way will be draining. You could buy a discounted new tech from second. What, really? You would be surprised how quickly people trade them in. That's crazy. No way. Did they know they could return the devices within a month? I recommend the Hardcastle Crags. What is that? Have you been, Jackie? Hardcastle Crags. I have no idea what that is. I know what crag means in Celtic. In West Yorkshire. Is it okay? I wanted to show you the map, but then I realized I doxed myself, so maybe not. It is not far from. Oh, it is actually not far. Let's see. How far is it from Hebden Bridge? 10 minutes on a bike. I could. Oh, hold on. No, wait. That's a hike, isn't it? Is that a hike? We might not do a hike. I'm probably not going to be doing a hike and a 3-hour bike ride in a day. So maybe another time. If I were to stay there and then go on a hike some other day, maybe that will work. But nah, I don't think well, to be for the record, I'm not biking there and back. I'm probably going to bike there and then take a train back, or the other way around. Either one. Because 3 hours is kind of a lot. The most I've biked in a day was around 3.5 hours. That was when I went to Lim near Warrington and then back on a bike. And it took a lot longer than expected because I kept losing my way in like all the complex off-road paths on the canals. And they're like, the path was blocked off by a crazy storm. So yeah, it took a detour. Tends to be around Christmas. Parents who buy their spot kids new tech and they can't refund it when they're unhappy on Christmas for whatever reason. Oh, I learned something there. That's handy. I will keep that in mind for an occasion where I don't have to buy a phone as quickly as possible. I'm feeling the same way about this case right now. I feel like I feel deceived. This looks a bit different from what I thought it was going to look like in the pictures. Anyway, again, I think that will be it for today. Thank you very much for joining me on this random stream. like let me know in the comments. I guess the chat will end soon. I'm very welcome, but I'm ending soon. The chat will be closing soon, but like if you please do leave me a comment if you have anything you would like to see me do. Like I could go back to my language study stream, but the thing is I'm worried that studying that book would be not very engaging. I could finish the game in Polish. I don't know. Is studying on stream nice to watch? I know people who study on stream, but they use like apps and things. If you don't speak the language, it's not really as interesting. Let me know what you think. I'm looking forward to your opinion. So I will see you on a different occasion. I will try to start editing my next video as soon as possible. I procrastinated for too long. I've finally transferred the files to my computer, so I can actually start editing now. Hopefully.